Hi there, my name is Kundenberg. Welcome to my channel. Just before I start, if you hear any whining, my dog is getting a bit ratty. I've just literally started recording at early hours and he's not too thrilled about it. So this is like an opinion piece. I've been debating about doing something like this for a while, and I thought I'd do something now and then about gaming, or not even gaming, just moaning about stuff. But here we go. So I've just literally watched a video from Levelcap, one of the YouTubers out there, and he's just done his coming soon in gaming, and he was like talking about Battlefield, that they're going to be changing direction for the franchise. And I was thinking, good God Almighty. So I've been with Battlefield now since Battlefield 2 days. Battlefield 2 came out, I think, in 2005, I think it was. I basically started on Call of Duty. I'll get to that in a minute, but I moved to Battlefield 2 to test it out. My mate said, "Oh, you'll like this because you can play as different people, and you can go for different things and stuff." I thought, oh, "Okay, I'll have a go." And when I still remember I was playing my first round of Carcant, I think it was. I was running around as a sniper, and I got an achievement. It was like basic sniper. I think it was like 5 kills in a round or something. And I got this like drum roll and this. You've just been recognised for an award. I thought, oh my god, somebody just given me an award. Oh my god. I honestly thought it was somebody on the server would give me an award. It wasn't, obviously, it was the game. Because the original Call of Duty didn't have that sort of stuff. So I was like, oh my god, right. Anyway, so I stuck with it. In the end, I ended up joining the clan, the Aliens clan in Battlefield 2. After a while, which was good. And I'm still in Aliens clan. It's kind of a bit more smaller now, I would say. Everyone's kind of playing different games, which I can explain. Well, I'm going to just explain it quickly now. I mean, basically back then in the day, you didn't have many games. There wasn't many out there. I mean, Steam didn't exist. Uplay, Origin, none of them existed. So basically what you did is you bought a game and you stuck with it. Whether it was Call of Duty, World of Warcraft. I'm just thinking of the big ones, like Battlefield. They were the main ones, and you stuck with it, because that's what you did. Whereas now there's so many, and so everyone splinters off to do their own thing. And we've got some people playing Hell Let Loose, some are playing some Battlefield, but not 3 and 4, playing 1 and 5, or playing Bad Company. You've got some people playing Steam games only. I can't remember what they are. Some people are playing Star Wars. Literally, and we've all just splintered all over the place. But I'm always an Aliens and always will be. That's why I have the tag. Although in Battlefield 4 it has to be ALNS because you can't have 5 letters. So I started off in BF2, and I played the Bad Company 2. I played even the 2142. That's the space agey thing. That was really cool. I kind of liked that, except my eyeballs gave up when the EMP came in. I felt like I was having a migraine. I even played Hardline. I didn't like it that much, and I played the free version of Battlefield. They did a Battlefield Heroes. That was quite fun. Battlefield 3 and 4 played those. Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 I've played. So you started off obviously in BF2. It was back in the day. It is pretty basic, but the core game is the same. As you move up. I mean, Battlefield 2 you didn't have anything. It's just conquest. That was it. And there was no normal or hardcore. It was just as is. I'm just trying to cast my mind back. 2142 was getting out there. There was Titanfall and stuff like that, and Titan modes. I mean, Bad Company 2 was getting quite cool. That's where Battlefield 2142, you got the ranks and stuff, and you had that in BF2. I got up to Colonel. I could have got further to 3-star General, except I didn't have the silver assignments for the flying, because I didn't fly. So because I didn't get those two, which it wasn't like the ones in later games where you just need like 10 kills in a round, or there was some massive ones. I was going for a tank medal. I remember this one. I needed 100 hours playing as a tank. Bear in mind that's just any tank, APCs or tankers, they're basically just the same thing. And 5,000 kills. 5,000. I mean, How many people have that even in Battlefield nowadays? So that's that. So yeah, so we did that. I moved around. I played then BF3 and 4, which really kind of opened my eyes. I was like, oh, this is awesome. The graphics are great, and the gameplay was good. The single player, I don't really give much hoot about, but multiplayer, yeah, this is really kind of cool. Played Battlefield 1, bit of a change, especially this was a bit annoying, but yeah, it was okay. Battlefield 5 again, it's okay. It's a bit different, but you know, it's cool. Now, I never bought 2042. I've seen a lot of reviews about it. I've seen a lot of videos about it. I've read a lot about it. I don't like the idea of those bloody specialists. They're a waste of time. I don't like the fact that you can just kit out any kit so you can have ammo and medic as resupply all the time. So basically you're invincible because they're the two things you need all the time. I don't like the fact that you all look the bloody same. And people say, yeah, that's what everyone looks like in Battlefield 3 and 4. It's like, no, there's a difference. If you're Russian and you're American running at each other, you can spot the difference between the two. But yeah, I'm not going to get into deep depth about the specialists because, like I say, I haven't played it. But from what I see, I don't like it. Now, like I say, the reason why I mention this is they're saying that the new CEO wants the direction of Battlefield to completely change, and apparently they're even doing an alpha this year. I mean, 2042 came out what, November, and they haven't had the famous season pass yet. So they're still playing with like base weapons. And it's not anywhere near the style of the old gameplays. So if the same guy's going to be in charge of it, well, the next one's going to be a flop even more so. Even more so, I would say, definitely. You know, you've got your core players. They know what they're like. Yes, he might like... He was in charge of what, Apex and Titanfall and stuff. Yes, that's how they are. That's what players of those type of games like. But then they play this kind of game, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, this isn't how this game is. We're normally driving around in tanks and whatnot, and if you're infantry and you get parachuted out into the middle of nowhere, you've got a good chance of getting out of there before a sniper picks you off. But in this one, it's literally so huge. You might as well just go, right, I've died, or my vehicle's blown up, I'm in the middle of the desert, oh god, I might as well just suicide myself now. Because there's no point. And I've done it before, BF3 and 4, where I've gone out in the middle of nowhere and it's like, or I'm swimming in the sea because my jet's just gone into the water because you didn't die, you just sort of just floated out of it, and you're like, right, well, it's going to take me 5 minutes to swim back, I'll just redeploy. And that's the thing. So reimagining the game is fine and dandy, but not the way that they did it. So as you probably know, 2042 they brought out 3 types of things: Hazard Zone, the base game, and Portal. Banging on about sort of a what was it? A feedback to the community, like a call out to the community, saying, you know, welcome back to Battlefield. This is going to be for you, for the fans. Hazard Zone, I'm guessing nobody plays. The base game, from what I can see from some of my clan mates, they don't play anymore. They used to, but they don't anymore. They probably moved to something more exciting like Solitaire. And Portal, yeah. What do I think they should have done? Not release 3 games. Not release 3 games and just released 1. And believe it or not, I would have said Portal. Because a homage to the Battlefield fans is the fact that you can mod your servers. So again, way back, Battlefield 2, you could mod servers. You could create the maps or redesign the maps, and you could create them. Now you couldn't have single maps, and you had like map packs or mods. And there was 2 main ones. There was PoE, Point of Existence, and AIX. Now I played AIX. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I could play Karkand in darkness. There were some maps on there that were new. It was really good fun. larger. You could use weapons that did double zoom if you're sniping. You know, I really liked it. It was a really fun modes and mods. PoE was more tactical as opposed to running around shooting. So that's where probably games like Squad and that lot, some people who play PoE probably like Squad, that kind of game, or Armed Assault, Armour even, ARMA. So they really did well, and they got a lot of clan base. I mean, there was a lot of clans who loved this kind of stuff, and then they removed it, and it's like, okay. And was what everyone's kind of saying. Can we mod our own servers? Can we have our own servers? Can we change them and have our own thing? And I mean, I know they've recreated Battlefield 2 because was it GameSpy closed their servers back in the day, which unfortunately all the Battlefield 2 servers were on GameSpy, which meant they all closed. So that there is a company that started it up, and at EA have moaned and said you can't start that now. It's like, well, we can't play on your bloody servers. You've closed them all down. So that would have been brilliant. You could imagine Portal if they only released Portal as something, not Portal, but you know what I mean. And they said you could don't mod the game modes. Well, even you can mod the game modes, but definitely the maps, and you could even, and that would be it. That would be a homage to the Battlefield fans. Portal, because you could, and I don't just mean that nobody seems to mention Battlefield 2. It really pisses me off when they're going, oh yeah, recreate Battlefield 3 on the new Frostbite engine. I'm like, I don't want Battlefield 3 on the new Frostbite engine, because it'll be as shit as Battlefield 2042, where there's going to be things floating through the bloody air again. I don't want that crap, and the fact that you'd have to have the most super duper computer known to mankind, and I've already seen the fucking map. I know what fucking Caspian Border looks like on 3 and 4, because it's the same one twice. I've seen Firestorm. I've seen what was it, Metro. I don't get me wrong, I love Metro. I love these maps. I love them all. People voted, believe it or not, for Battlefield 4 to have a new map pack of Grand Bazaar. Oh no, we didn't get that one. We got bloody Firestorm. It's like, who the hell voted Firestorm? So it really kind of pissed me off. And then they did do one remake of Battlefield 2 of Dragon Valley, but they completely fucked that up by just removing half the map at the top of the bloody map and then just leaving the containers in. I was like, well, what about the rest of it? Same with Carcant. On the new one, they've reduced the size. If you play the original, well, you can't, but if you look at the original Battlefield 2, when you get all the way up to the factory, there's another 2 more flags up there. In the original BF2, but in BF4, oh no, BF3, no, we've removed those. So what would I like? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. So, well, actually no, sorry. So basically, modding servers. Like I say, I started in Call of Duty, the original one, where it was World War II. Call of Duty 1. You can pick it up still, it's quite cheap, and you can still play multiplayer, believe it or not. I had a go. I was in a clan, it was an American clan. I wasn't American, obviously, but I was playing in an American clan. And that was quite enjoyable, I liked that. But you didn't have like stats like you have now. It was just literally you play that night, and then at the end of the night it all disappears and you start a game. But you could play it in any map. Literally, you could just go in the browser and go, oh, what's this one here? What's this? There was one that was like Lord of the Rings, where you have, is it Lord of the Rings? Can't remember that tall tower where those 2 wizards are fighting on top. You had something like that. I think it was that one, and you could climb up about like 10, 15 staircases to get up there. Obviously, you had to fight your way, and then you could sit on top and you could shoot off onto the enemy at the bottom. And there was more to it. It wasn't just that. There was loads more. But it was fantastic. You could literally just click a thing and you could be playing in a play area of kids with big sand buckets, but you were literally tiny. There was so much you could do, and it was so enjoyable because that's a homage to the fans. Battlefield isn't a homage to the fans. It's a homage to the bloody pay packet so that you can spend as much money, $100, £100, whatever, on the most expensive version of Battlefield, thinking you're going to get it all, and you basically get a damp squib. I've done it before. I did it on BF1, I've done it on BF5, I've done it on BF4. I kind of laughed, but you know what I mean. I've done it where you spend £75, but then I'm going to get an extra assignment. I'll have it, and then you just think, what's the point in this? But they don't do the homage to the fans. They should have just removed bloody Portal and that's it, or release Portal and that would be it, as something so you can mod the game for any map. And like I say, if they want to do redo another game, please for the love of God don't do Battlefield 3, because we can play Battlefield 3 is great, Battlefield 4 is great, but redoing it again, you're going to split the base again, because there's going to be some people who go, well, I can't do it on the new one because, you know, and it's just like you're still going to get a lot of people moaning about certain maps not being the same as they are on current Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Battlefield 2, how many people have played it? I can guarantee you, not that many. But you've got some fantastic games. Well, it's just Conquest, but obviously you could change it up and stick some Rush in there and Team Deathmatch. We never had any of that stuff. Then we had Iron Gator, which was your Conquest, and that would be, I think, Battlefield 4's. I can't remember which one it is. It's where you play Team Deathmatch on the bloody ship. It's that sort of thing. But we had night maps like Devil's Perch. We had special forces with night vision goggles and stuff, but not an attachment for your weapon. But you could actually just wear them. You just click them on. You got like 10 seconds to look around, and then you have to turn it off, otherwise battery dies. We had grappling hooks, zip lines. Oh, but this is all standard. We didn't have to have a bloody specialist for this shit. You just had them. In special forces map modes and DLCs, whatever you want to call it. Basically, if they want to do something, do that. Because not many people know about Battlefield 2. I mean, 1942 I never played, so I wouldn't know. But Battlefield 2 was like what kind of catapulted a lot of players. And people were like, oh, this looks really awesome. I'm enjoying this. They could do that. Not the entire, just a Conquest only, but like I say, Rush, Squad Deathmatch, assault, carrier assault kind of style, or tank superiority. Even then, we had some maps. God knows what the hell they were called. There were some desert ones that were literally huge as anything. This was back then, and you were knackered when you were running around on the foot. So you literally, like I say, you could do any of this stuff, anything. But don't. Like I say, some people want Battlefield 3 redone. Why? Oh, because it's awesome. It's like, well, yeah, that's why. Leave it alone. I can guarantee you, if they redo it, they'll cock it up. Because you love it so much. When you love something so much, they'll fuck it up. If you haven't seen something for so long, like a film, an old version of a film, like a black and white version, and they updated it. I'm thinking of something like 13 Ghosts or something like that. If you watch the original, is it 13 Ghosts? Something? House on Haunted Hill. If you watch the original, it's completely campy and quite fun. It's a black and white film with Vincent Price. But then you fast forward to the new version of House on Haunted Hill, and it's quite gory and quite out there. But you would probably think, oh, I wonder what the original was like, and watching, oh, it's a complete difference. Whereas if you really liked House on Haunted Hill and you thought it was the best thing in the world, then you watch the new one, you think, nah. You know what I mean? If you really love something, please don't redo it. It doesn't work. At least not that I've seen. When they've tried to do it so many times in films and games and stuff like that. Anyway, so this was just my little opinion piece. I was just ranting away when I just saw that video just now, and I thought, nuts to that. So I thought I'll stick it all on audio. I haven't thought about what video image is going to be behind. It's going to be Battlefield, I can guarantee it. I haven't got a clue. Actually, I might just stick my not my best ofs, because they've got my news. I don't know what I'm going to put in the background. Probably I'll just play on a Friday, next Friday, and just record a load of stuff. Stick the footage in the background. Don't know. So yeah. Like I say, if you have any comments about any of this I've just babbled on about, please let me know. Whether or not it's about Battlefield, or how you feel about when they redo games or create new sequels for stuff that you think they should never have done. Red Faction 2. I know, because I played the first one, it was like, yay! The second one was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Subscribe my channel if you want to. Well, actually, please subscribe my channel, it'd be really good. Leave a comment in the comments box below, like I say, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and there you go. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and goodbye.